of you.
Thank you.
I'm looking at the shoes
Yes,
and looking at my size. I'm gonna say like this, these are my shoes. They are 8, 8.5. These are not my shoes. These are 11 or 13 size.
Did you ever have sex with Miss Foster without protection?
And I would have been, I'm a real person.
I have protection, Your Honor. This girl said she was on the devil.
Never.
The devil shot is birth control. Approximately 99% effective from not getting pregnant.
Brennan,
Yes,
you
Your
don't believe you are Micaiah's biological father.
I have doubts.
You do.
Yes.
And is the testimony of Miss Jackson true that in the beginning you were there?
In the beginning, yes, I was always there.
Case 1, a tense courtroom drama unfolds as Mr. Whistler finds himself buried under $21,000 in child support debt. With only $70 left after deductions, he battles to free himself from a responsibility he believes may not be his.
You claim you currently owe almost $21,000 in back child support
Yes, Your Honor.
for the defendant's son. Ms. Frazier, you admit you've always known the plaintiff may not be your son's biological father, but acknowledge he's been held financially responsible for him.
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss Frazier, calm but mysterious, holds back a deeper truth. A simple birth certificate, a shared last name, and the pride of fatherhood come under scrutiny as Mr. Whistler recalls a promise once made.
You told me if I wanted that kid to have my last name and I wanted to claim him, I would be there for the birth.
Yeah.
And I was there.
That's
and
why it's your last name.
And then it come out a little while later that you had been sleeping with this other man.
You knew.
Yeah, at 6 months after birth.
A shocking turn arrives with Miss Owley, Mr. Whistler's fiancée, presenting critical documents. Her revelation brings forth the harsh legal consequences of unpaid child support.
So your concern is your fiance could go to jail for failure to pay child support.
Yes.
And I've seen them take people for less than the $21,000. I see them go for $5,000, $6,000. And it's just not right, you know, for me to be in this position because of this lady.
Discussion shifts to the strained relationship between Mr. Whistler and his son, Dallas. Miss Frazier details the challenges of arranging visits as accusations reveal a history of guarded access.
I have traveled over 300 miles to come and see him, and I would call.
At your convenience.
I would call and ask Miss Frazier, could I come by and see Dallas when I get there? Sure. Then when I would get up there on my way over, I would call and say, I'm on my way. Oh, we're somewhere else. We ain't at home. We can't do it today.
In a powerful scene, Dallas enters the courtroom, carrying the weight of everyone's hopes and doubts. His honesty slices through the fog of confusion, offering a glimpse into the pain of growing up amidst uncertainty.
Do you believe Mr. Whistler is your biological father?
As I was growing up, I did believe he was my father, but I was always told that it could be somebody else.
Have you ever met this other man?
Yes, I have.
You have. Do you refer to him as dad?
I did one time, but that was just to get his attention.
Do you have a relationship with that man?
Not anymore.
Finally, Judge Lack delivers the verdict, one that will either break or redeem Mr. Whistler. Emotions flood the room as father and son confront their shared truth. It's a moment of raw closure.
When it comes to the paternity of Mr. Dallas Whistler, Mr. Whistler, you are not his father.
Dallas, that still is not going to change my love for you and wanting to spend time with you.
Case 2. Miss Foster has taken Mr. Fields to court to establish paternity for her 17-month-old daughter, Sienna, who has significant health challenges. She insists he should contribute financially.
He came to the hospital probably about 4 times, but when he was there, it was just to have relations with me.
Nah, I think that's a lie, Your Honor.
What happened the first night?
She came to my house, you understand? She had bought some new shorts. I was trying to be respectable and I asked her, do you want to go in the bathroom and change your clothes? She tells me no.
As the questioning begins, Miss Foster makes a surprising claim about her sexual history. She describes herself as practically a virgin, explaining that although she had a previous encounter, didn't fully
It
progress.
was practically, before him, there was some
What's
other guy.
practically?
There was
How
some
can you
other
be
guy.
practically a
There was
virgin?
some other guy
That's
before him, and I
impossible.
don't count that as a partner.
What
Oh,
does
yeah, when they made
practically
it
a virgin?
Practically mean it didn't go all the way.
You had intercourse with someone previously, but you did not finish the act.
Yes.
Mr. Fields paints a picture of Miss Foster chasing him by allegedly contacting his family to get his number. When asked why this is strange if she believes he's the father, he offers vague answers.
I left you. You were crying to me, begging to come back with me.
So why would you make my life a living hell?
I don't even talk to you. I haven't talked to you in a while. I don't understand where he's coming from. He just was talking to me 2 days ago.
No, I wasn't.
Telling me how he loves me, how this is not going to work because his family doesn't like her.
Wait, time out, because now you're lying.
Everything.
Now you're lying.
And I have evidence right here, actually.
Show me
You
some
do?
evidence.
Yes, I do.
The conversation turns to their intimate history, and Mr. Fields claims they used protection. She told him she was on birth control, specifically Depot. Miss Foster counters his version, saying she was on the pill.
Did you ever have sex with Miss Foster without protection?
And I would
No, I
admit
have
that I'm a real
protection. I have
person.
protection, Your Honor. This girl said she was on the Depo.
Never.
The Depo shot is birth control. Approximately 99% effective from not getting pregnant.
I don't know what he's talking about, but I have not became on the depot, and I haven't even dealt with him since January into last month.
She insists he had time to attend medical appointments, but chose not to. Now, only DNA results will determine whether his emotional distance had any justification.
It has been determined by this court. Mr. Fields, you are her father.
I step up and take care of my child. Can I hold her?
I want you to hold your daughter, and I want you to help take care of your daughter and be there for her and support her.
Case 3. Miss Dubris is determined to confirm that Mr. Flagg is the father of her 4-month-old twins, Scott and Skylar. Her goal is to protect their 13-year relationship, which is now under immense strain due to lingering doubts.
Mr. Flagg, you say you were devastated when just 4 days ago the plaintiff confirmed your suspicion. She cheated on you with an ex during the time of conception. You claim your family's future is at risk and state you plan to leave her if the DNA results prove you are not the twins' biological father. Is that correct?
Yes.
Mr. Flagg admits he was initially excited about the pregnancy, but his confidence wavered when Miss Dubris confessed to being unfaithful with an ex around the conception period. He even suspected she was pregnant before she realized it herself.
I feel like I might be the father.
Did he express this feeling to you when you told him you were pregnant?
Yes, Your Honor, but he was telling me I was pregnant. I didn't even know I was pregnant, and I didn't believe him. I just, wouldn't believe him until I took the test, and that's when I thought. He's the one told me, and he was having a morning sickness and sleeping and eating. He told me.
Suspicion grew stronger when Mr. Flagg came home one day to a strange smell in the house and a pair of shoes that didn't belong to him near their bed. The size mismatch and location sparked concerns of infidelity.
I'm coming home, I'm happy. I step in the house, the whole house smell like sex, Your Honor. And so when I go in towards the bedroom, I'm looking at the
Your Honor,
shoes
that's
and
not
looking
true.
at my size. I'm gonna say like this, these are my shoes. They are 8.5. These are not my shoes. These are 11 or 13 size.
Miss Dubris insists there's a simple explanation: the shoes belonged to her friend's boyfriend who had used her bathroom after staying over. Since her apartment has a single bedroom with an attached bath, she claims the placement of the shoes was innocent.
I have a one-bedroom apartment. The bathroom was inside my bedroom. They both took a shower at my house because, just visiting and staying with me. So her boyfriend didn't have enough time to go home, drop her off and go home and get ready for work. So she asked me, can he get ready for work there? I said, sure. So he came and took a shower. He put his work boots on and left his shoes there.
A particularly uncomfortable moment in court arises when Mr. Flagg recounts how he believed Miss Dubris had been intimate with someone else. He asked to smell her to confirm his suspicion, but she refused. This denial further fueled his distrust and emotional conflict.
You asked to smell her body because you felt like the house smelled like sexual intercourse had taken place imminently.
Yeah.
Did she allow you to do that?
No.
Ms. Dupree, what was going on? Did it smell like sex?
Yes, it did, Your Honor.
Shortly after the shoe incident, Miss Dubris revealed her pregnancy, already 2 months along. Though uncertain about the twins' paternity, Mr. Flagg says he has remained supportive and active in their upbringing thus far.
Who is stepping up? Are you Mr. Flagg?
I have been stepping up though.
Your Honor, no, he have not.
He
have not did really nothing for my kids. He only thing he bought was the car seats. I did the whole baby shower. When he came with 1 case of diapers, a blanket for each baby, some socks for each baby, the face rags, and maybe 2-3 outfits.
This history adds emotional weight to his current doubts. And while he loves the children, the looming DNA results may either mend or permanently break their 13-year bond.
Mr. Flagg, you are their father. So, congratulations, Mr. Flagg. You happy?
Yes, I'm very happy. And I probably want to do something else too. I love you.
Thank you.
Case 4, Miss Vong insists that Mr. Williams is the biological father of their 1-year-old son, Connor. Despite his doubts, she's demanding money for daycare. Mr. Williams, feeling misled, claims he's only contributed a few essentials like diapers and 2 outfits.
What has Mr. Williams done for Connor?
Brian hasn't did anything for him. The only thing he has done was buy 2 cases of diapers when he was a newborn.
And the child is 1 year old?
Yes, and he watched him while I was at work for a couple times, but it's not enough of a month full of
Your
Sundays.
Honor, that is not true.
Their relationship began with commitment and ended in confusion. Mr. Williams reveals he married Miss Vong because he believed Connor was his child. Now, campus rumors and whispers have him questioning everything he once trusted.
Brian was defending her honor after people on campus let him know that that was not his baby.
Brian knows that he's Connor's father.
I didn't even know her. I didn't meet her.
Who are these
until
people
after-
hold on. You say you had people telling you she was having sex with other people and the
Yes,
child may not be yours?
Because I did disclaim that at one point she was putting me in the doghouse.
Sean, a mutual acquaintance, explains that Mr. Williams and his father met with Miss Vong's mother. Shockingly, her mother insisted on marriage to avoid their grandchild being labeled illegitimate. She firmly stated that if someone is mature enough for intimacy, they should also be prepared for commitment.
I requested to meet her mother because I couldn't believe that a parent would be in support
When did you find out
of
Centoria was
this.
pregnant? Because your
And
son
so his father and I requested to meet her. We actually went to her house. And after having the discussion with her and she shared with us, then the next step was for them to get married.
Judge Lake steps in to redirect the heated courtroom drama. She emphasizes that both parties must accept the consequences of their actions. While Centoria claims she stepped up for Connor, she argues that Brian has failed to do the same.
It's affecting his life because he's one, and the man that you say is his biological father is saying, I don't believe I am. It's one of the first things they say.
Yeah.
Does he say Dada?
Yeah.
Does he mean Mr. Williams when he's saying it? Is that who he's talking about?
He doesn't know his father.
Centoria explains that a longtime friend helped her out financially when she needed support. She maintains this friend has never claimed to be Connor's father and has even pushed Brian to take responsibility. Still, Brian is uneasy, especially after being asked by the friend to babysit.
Mr. Williams, you say she's got a sugar daddy. What is this all about in your mind?
It was a phone call that I received, and it just pretty much took me over the edge. I'm not sure how he even obtained my number, but he was telling me to babysit. Well, why would I be babysitting my child? So he told me to be there babysitting.
This man is telling you when to be there to take care of your child?
Yes.
Brian recounts a visit to Centoria's home, where he says he found her and her friend in a compromising situation. He claims this confirmed his suspicions. Centoria denies the accusation, insisting he's twisting the truth to escape responsibility.
I've tried to contact her. She started blocking my number when I would ask about, her relationship. When I was coming over to her house, that they're already there, not dressed, and claiming that it's just a regular friendship.
The judge then confronts Miss Boyd, Centoria's mother, asking if she regrets forcing a marriage under such uncertainty. Now, only the DNA results can provide closure.
It has been determined by this court. Mr. Williams, you are the father.
Hey, the lady.
Mr. Williams, you are the father.
Yes, Your Honor.
You're gonna have to raise that child together. You're gonna have to help be responsible for
Case 5. Miss Jackson, visibly distressed, brings her case before the court against her former childhood sweetheart, Mr. Brennan, pleads for him to acknowledge their daughter, Mika, who lives with cerebral palsy.
Ms. Jackson, you and your mother opened your case because your childhood sweetheart has now become your adulthood nightmare. You say the defendant denying your daughter, Micaiah. You say you need help because your daughter has cerebral palsy and you want the defendant to man up.
Mr. Brennan admits he once played a role in Micah's life, but says he was later excluded from her home and denied access. He reveals he had requested a paternity test several times, but Miss Jackson allegedly declined.
Brennan,
Yes,
you
Your Honor.
don't believe you are Micaiah's biological father.
I have doubts.
You do.
Yes.
And is the testimony of Ms. Jackson true that in the beginning you were there?
In the beginning, yes, I was always there. And I actually got kicked out of their house. That's why I wasn't there. And they don't let me see her.
During the proceedings, Miss Jackson confesses she briefly reunited with an ex during a break in their relationship. Mr. Brennan accuses her of disappearing for 3 weeks and returning pregnant aunt account Miss Jackson disputes.
During your pregnancy or at the birth, did he ever question paternity?
He did.
He did?
He did.
What happened?
Before I had got pregnant, I was with one of my exes when me and him were on a break. And then after that, we got back together and we were super close, inseparable when I lived with him at his mother's house.
Miss Jackson explains she was on medication at the time, told Mr. Brennan he could sign the birth certificate. Her mother later found out about his doubts when she tried to coordinate a Halloween visit, revealing the strain in their co-parenting dynamic.
Did you sign the birth certificate?
No.
Miss Jackson, I do need to ask if Mr. Brennan was that present and very much involved in Micaiah's birth. Why wasn't he allowed to sign or be on the birth certificate?
He did, Your Honor. I had the whole packet and he had permission to sign anything because I was under the influence of the drugs at the time.
Mr. Brennan's mother, Miss Wires, adds fuel to the fire by sharing that a mutual friend claimed Miss Jackson told him he was the real father. This shocking phone call intensified Brennan's doubts.
This gentleman, he's been away for a while and he kept calling me every week. He's friends with Johnny. I get a phone call after about a year talking to him and he goes, Mama, Chris, he goes, I need to tell you something. I said, what, honey? You know, just like a son, just like a son. He goes, Haley told me I was the daddy.
That's really where my doubts start coming from.
Miss Jackson, overwhelmed with emotion, maintains that she knows the truth. Now, only the DNA test can confirm if Mr. Brennan's doubts hold weight or if they've torn apart a family for no reason.
Mr. Brennan, you are the father.
Thank you. And I thought that, but when your son comes to you and tells you that she says you're not, I mean, you can only wonder. And then when you ask her and she blocks you.
You had the doubt, but now that doubt is...
Go find your baby daddy. Put somebody else on child support. I want my money back. I want my money back. I told you I wasn't the father of that child. Knew it from the beginning.
But it hurts my children.
I am miserable as hell. 8 years. I'm tired of this.
When I left, Your Honor, when I left the first time, Your Honor, there's a big difference in being a father outside of the house, being in the house.
How do you have sex in a busy hospital?
It occurred. I mean, during that time, we were both dealing with a situation that was very detrimental. During that time, we basically bonded and...
3 kids before I met her.
Okay,
she had you 3, supposedly had you 3 with me, and now she has how many more after me? I get a grand total of 13.
Come on, you ain't did nothing anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, you believe...
Case 1. Imagine growing up believing a man is your father, only to stand in court as he firmly denies it. That's what Cheryl Rubens faced, joined by her siblings, as they pleaded with the judge to finally uncover the truth.
I just feel like he never treated me fair. With my brother and sister, he will bring things around like one Christmas, he bring a whole bunch of toys around, get them toys on top of toys, and then tell them, oh, play with your sister. Never brought me anything, always treated me differently. He never showed no love towards me. I'm always the one that was begging for his love when he was just giving all his love to both of them.
Tensions flared when Mr. Davis, their supposed father, claimed their mother was too promiscuous to trust. The courtroom erupted, and the siblings weren't about to let that slide. It quickly became clear nobody came to stay silent.
3 kids before I met her.
Okay,
she had you 3, supposedly had you 3 with me, and now she has how many more after me? I get a grand total of 13.
Come on, you ain't did nothing anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, you believe their mother had slept around and was unfaithful to you. You were in a relationship at the time.
You're correct.
Okay.
As Judge Lake posed pointed questions, the emotional storm worsened. Mr. Davis, frustrated, lashed out, his composure crumbling in front of everyone. The judge had to step in to calm the chaos, reminding them this was a court, not a shouting match.
Ever were in all of their lives as a father? Were you ever just there?
No. Were you talking to me?
I was talking to you.
Then shut up.
No.
You shut up.
Mr. Davis, first of all, I control the scoreroom. Now you can take it to the street and you'll be out on the street, because we're not gonna act a fool in here.
Eventually, Mr. Davis admitted his own flaws. He wasn't innocent either, and had his share of questionable choices. But both parents continued pointing fingers, unable to acknowledge the pain they caused their children through years of instability.
I don't believe I believe the judge was talking to me.
Why make broken promises then?
Okay.
Why sit right there and act like everything
on me.
Like graduation. I told you, I said, I for everything you ever did. If you show up to my graduation,
Mr. Davis.
What did you do?
Mr. Davis, let her speak.
When asked if he was more concerned about passing on an illness or avoiding child support, Mr. Davis offered a vague answer. His intentions, he claimed, were good, but intentions alone couldn't undo the emotional wreckage.
I've been married to Johnny 22 years. Never an income tax check has came into our house. It goes to y'all. I don't know where. I filed with my husband, with my 3 children that I have. They took it. It took me 3 years to fight to get back $700 for my 3 children, of my money.
In the end, the DNA results were all that mattered. This fractured family had no space left for grace or forgiveness. Only cold, hard truth could settle what love and trust had already abandoned.
Mr. Davis, you are the father. So this can be a laughing matter maybe to you, but I am hoping that you can support your sister Cheryl because she's the one that always felt different, because this is a big moment for her.
Case 2. Mr. Matlock returned from a trip only to discover his girlfriend was now expecting a child. Miss Monroe later confessed she had her ex over while he was gone. Even though it shook him, Matlock initially chose to forgive her until the baby changed everything.
He originally told me he'd be gone for a week.
She's lying, Your Honor. She is telling a bold-faced lie, Your Honor.
Anyway,
I'm listening to her story.
Your Honor, she knew she was going to move that man in. You don't just move a man in within 1 week unless you have plans to do that.
Now.
She probably was doing it from the beginning.
Miss Monroe argued she thought he had left her for good, claiming he ignored her calls. But that's hardly an excuse to rekindle things with an ex. Relationships don't come with an assume abandonment clause.
At some point, he has not answered your call on several occasions. Yes. So you say to yourself, he must not be coming back. Yes. So I'm going to move somebody into the house. Yes. Who'd you move in?
One of my exes.
One of your exes. Now you didn't decide just to date him, you decided to actually move him right on in.
He didn't live here. He came from out of town.
Things got even messier when she contradicted herself during the hearing. Matlock, who's known her since childhood, admitted he once wanted to forget her altogether. But fate had its own twisted way of dragging the past into the present.
You told me that after I talked to my sister, and you told my sister that you were pregnant. Anyway, after I found out, we sit down, we have the discussion. I asked her point blank, am I the father of the child? Who's the baby daddy?
Honest, right?
She looked at me and said,
honest.
You're not the father. Real talk, can't make it up. That's what she said, you are not the father.
Surprisingly, she told him the baby was his, though the timeline raised eyebrows. Matlock clung to dates and details, trying to make sense of it all while she kept dodging straight answers.
I was back in town taking care of my son, doing what a father's supposed to be. If you would have been real about it in the beginning, I would have been there for you. You don't never know. If you wouldn't have said, hey, it's not your baby, and would have just kept it real and meant, hey, it's a possibility, we could have worked on it, and we could have still probably been together.
No, I told your sister that.
Despite not being sure if he was the father, Matlock stepped up and paid child support. Still, Miss Monroe offered him little gratitude, making his sense of betrayal even deeper.
I didn't get no reply back. Next thing I got served with papers saying I missed my court date and I was a father by default.
The bottom line is when that court date came up, Mr. Matlock, you're saying you never got notice of when your court date was. So you didn't show you weren't there.
I was at work.
By default,
I am the father.
Eventually, it all came down to the truth, buried in the DNA test. Judge Lauren took control of the heated situation, determined to end the speculation and bring clarity with the final results.
Mr. Matlock, you are not.
I knew it. Go find your baby daddy. Put somebody else on child support. I want my money back. I told you I wasn't the father of that child. Knew it from the beginning.
Case 3. In this tense courtroom episode, Mr. Brown pours his heart out, convinced he is the father of little Jaira. But Miss Lever stands firm, insisting there's no biological tie between him and her daughter.
I know that I'm Jaira's father. I mean, from the very beginning. She's attached to my hip. I've been taking care of her since day one. Fed her, bathed her, clothed her, taking her to her doctor's appointments. I mean, when Mom couldn't be there, I was there. I know for a fact that Jaira is my daughter. She looks like all of my children.
The real question becomes, what made Miss Lever so sure he isn't the father? While Mr. Brown clings to memories and timelines, she dismisses his claims with confidence.
I slept with my ex.
How did this happen?
Okay, so during the time that Jaira was conceived, I was dealing with a family crisis. Also, my ex was also dealing with the same crisis. And so during that time, we bonded and we kind of rekindled things, and that's the time in which Jaira was conceived.
Judge Lauren raises a valid point about the logistics of their relationship. Mr. Brown insists they were intimate during her hospital stay, but that timeline doesn't quite add up.
How do you have sex in a busy hospital?
It occurred. I mean, during that time, we were both dealing with a situation that was very detrimental. During that time, we basically bonded and...
Was this a one-time thing with your ex in the hospital, or did this continue?
No, it was a one-time thing, but he knows that I told him.
Put his doubts to rest. Miss Lever bluntly told him Jaira wasn't his. However, it seems Jaira might not be the only child caught in this web of uncertainty, hinting at deeper complications.
Broke up, Your Honor. We were still intimate. When she first got her car, she bought a brand new Camaro. She came and picked me up, and we broke the Camaro in, so to speak.
Oh my.
Mr. Brown, do you believe you are Genesis' biological father?
No, I do not.
Oh, you do not believe?
I do not, Your Honor.
Miss Lever claims Mr. Brown only sticks around because he has no other option, accusing him of emotional manipulation. Her frustration spills over as she lashes out, painting a picture of desperation and betrayal.
But it hurts my children.
I am miserable as hell. 8 years. I'm tired of this.
When I left, Your Honor, when I left the first time, Your Honor, there's a big difference in being a father
But wait,
outside of the house being in the house.
No, there is. But you can also have your own house and have your children in your own house. Say that again, Your Honor.
With emotions boiling over, it all comes down to a single test. Both sides stood by their truth, but only science would reveal who was right. The courtroom held its breath as Judge Lauren opened the DNA envelope.
Mr. Brown, you are not the father. This is overwhelming. Ms. Lever, what is it you're feeling in this moment?
My daughter has a bond with him.